Stay tuned for Marlins baseball next. Odrisamer Despaigne gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they cannot allow that 1 run to deflate them. I know they haven't been playing well recently, but that's nothing in today's game. The way guys are hitting home runs at an epic.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. And the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Yelich going back, still ranging back. Gone!
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Kristopher. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Looking to minimize the damage here. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Just the 2nd inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. That's inside. 2-0. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Kane is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more money.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the left fielder, number 20.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1-1.
Hit back up the middle. Fish. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Not a lot you can do.
Next for Milwaukee, Jonathan Villar.
Number 5, second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Up the middle. Fish comes up with. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kristopher. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Now here it comes. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as you take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he tops all Miami Marlins in that department. Into the box, JT Realmuto. His lifetime numbers against Chacin. He's just 1 for 6. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. He's running. This one's down to third. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away. At the plate, Derek Dietrich. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Derek Dietrich.
The 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate as they open things further to 6-1 now. So they continue to swing the bats well here in the opening month of the season as we take a look at it. In is Christian Yelich.
Now batting, left fielder, Christian Yelich.
Swinging a soft liner in there, the base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kristopher Fish, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. Kane has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. So they do pick up the out here. But
Now batting, catcher, Manny Pena.
to the left side, to his right, Fish. And there are 2 away now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Kristopher Fish. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Kristopher Fish.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. Castro is off of first with 2 away. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich is under it. And the inning is over. Marlins forced to settle for 1. 7-1 the final score in tonight. Miami jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked. From Little Havana, just. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Career numbers against Chen. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And that's off his leg on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. And that'll up next for Miami, Kristopher Fish. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. Well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, guys, huge win in their last game. Kind of stopped a bleeding moment for this team. Let's see if they can continue that stretch today because they've been struggling recently.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. He was in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning hot.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Here's Starlin Castro. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the 3-1. Runner goes for second. Strike calls. Now the throw down. And he is out at second. In now is Lorenzo Cain. Career numbers against Chen. He's a .333 hitter. Swing line drive. That's going to be trouble. Cain on his way to second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. So he's quickly into. Striding in once again, Kristopher Fish. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like. Ready for another chance. Kristopher Fish, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. Bullet back up the middle. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see there, they find themselves digging in once again. Jonathan Villar. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to out of action. They just haven't been up to the task. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. Now the 2-1 pitch. Ground out to short. Fish moving to. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Kristopher Fish. He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League. Hard on the ground towards short. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starlin Castro. Last time through was a base hit.
Starlin Castro.
Runners off for second. Skied into straightaway right. Phillips is there for it. 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more. JT Realmuto trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Runners on the move for second. Hit in the air to left field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs here on a base. Always a party in Miami. 5-2 the final score tonight. The Marlins led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Wei-Yin Chen earns win number 4 on the season. Afternoon baseball. Chad Bettis, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one. There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch, infield playing back, a ball is able to sneak through, a base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
Broxton is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Ready now for the Marlins, JT Realmuto. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And there he goes towards second, and a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the digging in to try it again, Kristopher Fish, and he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Clemens leads off first with 1 away. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. In now, Tim Morin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
Dig hard, you're scoring, go, 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 go.
1 run will score easily. Here's the second runner around third. Safe at the plate. We are knotted at 3.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia.
Batter number 3, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
The 2-2.
1-1-1.
Fish. And that's the second out. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Kristopher Fish. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. The 2-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously, he didn't circle this guy. That's his third knock of the game, and he has been on fire lately.
Ready once again, Tim Morin. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Fish stands at first with 1 out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Arcia has a play, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Now the 0-2 pitch. Runner goes for second. Softly hit here to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton.
23, Keon Broxton.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in now for the Brewers, Jonathan Villar. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 delivery. On the ground is short. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've pushed it to 2 here in the 7th. Leading off the inning, Kristopher Fish, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
A fastball here too low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Hard hit ball to second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Next for Milwaukee, Domingo Santana. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. Starlin dives. What a one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. Back with more. 7-5 how today's comes to an end. Milwaukee used a nice pitch. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled to first. There's one. On to first to complete the double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Theodore Navarro. He flew out in his last at-bat. The second, this could be 2. Castro's got it, and he'll get the field play at second, but that's all. Ready for another chance. Kristopher Fish comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Set to deliver the 0-1. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Kiermaier looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
And this is an all-familiar sight, something we've seen all season long. When they need a clutch hit or an offensive blast, he's their go-to guy, and this is just one example in a long line of many. He's fun to watch.
So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Adrian Zamora will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Kristopher Fish.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one.
Take a turn. Look,
That's
look,
a
look.
fair ball, line to the right side. Throwing to second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up.
Leading off the inning, Adrian Zamora. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Up with it. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. Kristopher Fish will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Sent out to straightaway center field. Kiermaier is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 4-2 the final score tonight. The Marlins came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the